Any questions? I guess you can't ask questions, so I'll have to fill it in. The Uno game was bad. I got last place, so that was no fun. We didn't wrestle very well. Bottom line, we got to do a better job on the road. Our road record isn't very good right now, and we're going to be on the road the next 3 weeks. So we better get that remedied pretty quickly. You guys know I don't spin things. I mean, there's nothing to spin. I mean, we have to put more effort out. We have to give ourselves more opportunities. Central Michigan wrestles a certain style. I don't care for it. But you know what? Then you have to break them out of that style. You have to be able to open them up. You have to be able to score points still, even though they're wrestling that way. And we talked about it all week about they do keep very good position. They don't come back into you a whole lot. They don't attack a whole lot. They keep a really good base. We have to be able to break those things down. And a few matches we did, and then we kind of backed off it. So we got to have some guys that really drive the nail through the coffin and have some killer instinct, and we got to get that going. I mean, bottom line, the season's ticking away right now. I mean, it's going pretty quick. So we go on the road again this weekend, and I tell you what, Missouri's a good team. I think they're the number 3 team in the country. So we need to go down there with an attitude, though. We're still going to show up. We're still going to go in that arena. We're still going to go out and battle for 7 minutes. But we got to go down there with some attitude. And, everybody said, oh, it's so hard to win on the road, this and that. That's a bunch of bull. That doesn't matter. If you're on the road, you're at home. The mat's the same size. The match is the same length. We just have to get more out of that time. So I tell you, we're going to work on it. We're going to remedy it. You ask about the ride home. The thing is there's not much we can do about it after the fact. We figure out a way to move forward and make some adjustments, or we're going to keep getting the same results. And I tell you what, I don't like the results, and our guys don't either. So some adjustments are going to be made, and they're not big. The thing is things can change so much from week to week, match to match, minute to minute. But we have to have the right frame of mind to do that. We have to have the right attitude to do that, and we'll get that ironed out this week. We're going to work on it. Missouri does have a really, really good team. And they won the conference the last 2 years, and it's our first time going down there. The conference tournament is down there too. So we got to get used to going to Columbia and having some success down there. So I'm not going to talk a whole much more about our team and their performance, other than we have to give ourselves more opportunities. We have to be able to score more points. We have to be able to create more. And if that means we give up some points, I'm okay with that. But the 3-1, the 3-2, the 0-0 first period after period, we got to break out of that mold. We can let everybody else wrestle that way, but we're not going to wrestle that way. We got to find ways to overcome that. So we're going to work on that this week and next week and the week after and the week after and the week after, and get our guys more ready for the MAC tournament, national tournament. Other than that, I know I'd love to be. I guess you're not supposed to talk about this game. I mean, it's one of the biggest games that they've had, so I'm going to talk about it. I tell you what, I'd be there front row, front and center if we weren't in Missouri. We have work to do down there, so we won't be there. But I tell you what, we'll be there in spirit, and I know I have some tickets. I'm sure some people are probably looking for them, so I might know a guy that can help you out. Any question? Can they ask questions or not? How am I supposed to fill the time in? Because I like questions. Rima can ask questions. You got anything, Rima?
I got something.
All right.
How much are the tickets? Well, not a basketball, but you said you need to change how you do things to be better on the road. Can you share with us some things you might do this week to try and get your guys better as a road team?
It's more of a frame of mind than anything. I mean, it's all. You know what? This is some frame of reference. You know what? How about this? You go over to Siberia. So Krasnoyarsk is a tournament I've been to 4 or 5 times. You fly overseas, all the way overseas. You go to Moscow. You sit in Moscow. You sit in the airport. You sit in the airport all night. You go over and you wait with all their athletes too, and then you fly over 4 more hours in the middle of Siberia, and you've been up for 20 plus hours, and then you got to go wrestle the next day. You know what? So when you do that, then when you go on an 8-hour bus trip, it's nothing. So our guys, they got to look at it different. I know we love the West Gym and the confines. They're nice, and tell you what, we gotta feed off the other environment. We gotta feed off, being in hostile territory ourselves. So I don't know, it'll be more talking about the frame of mind that they get, and having having a little bit more, I guess, grit and fire when we're on the road, and you don't really want to stick it to those fans. I tell you, that's what I want to do when I go somewhere. I want it as quiet as possible when we go to another arena. There's just no one even gets into it because we don't give them a chance. So we'll talk about that, and I think more of the frame of mind is just going on the road with some attitude. I don't know if you change a whole lot. I mean, there's not a whole lot to change. I mean, you're in a bus. You know what? I guess if anybody wants to give us some more budget money, we can take jets everywhere. I mean, I'm all for that. We get there quicker. No, but I don't know. It's more got to get them in the right frame of mind than anything. Because when we compete here, there's usually a lot of attitude. There's a lot of fire. You can feel the energy. And a lot of times when we're on the road, we don't do that. So I got to do a better job as a coach to get those guys up and get them to understand when we go on the road, we're going to be on the road for the MAC tournament and the national tournament. So you better get used to being on the road and winning. So I guess I'll put it more in that frame of mind, but it hasn't been very good on the road yet this year.
How do you feel like